G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to do a cloud pour for you today. I haven't actually done a video on a cloud pour for, it's probably last year. And then I saw a gorgeous cloud pour on my Facebook group, Pouring Your Heart Out with Julie, by the lovely Laurie Cleary. Hey Laurie, love your work. She did a most gorgeous cloud pour. She used a combination of Folkart milk paint and Decoart Satin Enamels for clouds. Now I've used that one for clouds and I've used that one for clouds. You can see my previous videos from a while back, so check them out. But I've never done them together. So I thought, well, I've got them. I'll give it a go. So for my white, got a big cup of white here, leaves a little mound on top. I have got, now I wrote it down so I'll tell you, 40 grams of Artist Loft white, 20 grams of satin enamel and 20 grams of milk paint. So 20 and 20 is 40, that's 40, that's 80 together. And I did 80 grams of Floetrol, so equal amounts of Floetrol to this mix of white paint. Hopefully you got all that. You just rewind it if you've missed anything. Now, unfortunately, Folkart don't make this milk paint anymore, so you won't be able to get it. But you can still make beautiful clouds with the satin enamel. So don't think that you can't make clouds. You can just by using that with the Floetrol and your white paint. So give that a go. Now my colours are also mixed with Floetrol. This one here is the Decoart Metallics. It's antique bronze. I had that lying around, so I chucked that in. That is mixed 1.5 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. The metallics help you with the clouds, so they're quite important. The Decoart Metallics, it's called Americana Decor. This one is bright, what is it called? No, 24K gold, that one. Don't get that mixed up with the little 2 ounce or 60 ml bottle of Extreme Sheen. They're very similar, but I've used this one. This one's quite thick, 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. Excuse my dirty hands. So that's the metallics. Oh, and then I've got this berry one here. It's quite a thin paint, so I actually mixed it 2 parts paint to 1 part Floetrol. And then my other 2 colours are Phthalo Blue, which is now empty. Shame on me. I'll have to buy some more. And Dioxazine Purple. 3 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. Again, quite a thick paint. So there we go. That is my recipe, and this is a 16-inch or 40 centimetre square canvas, previously used. Can't even remember what I did. I think I did a ring pour on it at some stage. And if I don't love a painting, I don't keep it because I've got way too many and I'm running out of space. So I just, take a photo to remember it and then scrape it because I can't keep them all. Right, so no silicone in this. I don't want to put white in first because I don't like that big white center. So I'm going to start with the blue. I'll show you the consistency of these. Hopefully you can see that. Leaves a little mound. Don't tip it out. Can you see? Hopefully you can see. Leaves a mound. Okay, so that's it there. I found if you make it too thin, your paint will actually separate and split. So just be careful of that. And some white. The white is a little bit thinner than my other colours. I'm going to try for a few layers. I don't want to put the pink next to the gold because I don't want that orangey sort of colour that you get with it. Actually, I'll put the bronze in next. I'm going to alternate them a little bit. And then the white. And then the berry. I don't want to put the gold next to the berry, do I? Okay, so I'm going to have to go blue, white, gold. I just made up a whole heap of paint. I don't necessarily, I might not use it all. I'm not sure how much white to put in. So kind of, you know, sunset sort of colours. You know, your blues and your pinks and a bit of gold for the sunshine. So that, I think will do it. That's a pretty full cup. That cup holds about 400 grams of mixed paint. That cup holds. You can see it's starting to sort of react and go a little bit fuzzy, translucent. I don't know if you can see the white. You can kind of see the blue coming up from underneath, and then the white there. You can see that bronze coming up from underneath. So that's a good sign that hopefully we'll get some clouding. So I've got enough paint there to do another one. Yay, another one, yay! Yeah, can you see? Let me show you. You see the sort of the shadowing that it's doing? Yeah, so hopefully that will work nicely. I'm going to start with a little bit of white just in the bottom, in the middle there, and then the rest of my white I want to pour out around my puddle in a minute after I've done this. Okay, where did I pour that all in? Down there. Can't tell. Okay, let's do this. Should I bring you down on the side? Hang on, maybe I can bring you down on the side to watch me pour it out, hey? See how that goes. Right, how's that? Colours here in the background. It's my Floetrol. It's just something interesting to look at anyway. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I did put a splash of Liquitex pouring medium. I just found the bottle in each of the colours, not the white, just the colours. Just a little splash. Okay, let's pour this. I'm just going to do a straight pour. Okay, up high, that way the colours mix a bit. Hopefully I've got my mix right. Oh, something just went in there, blob of something. I might do a few little circles for the end bit there, maybe not. Take it down, catch the drips. Yeah, you're always sort of worried about what your centre is going to look like. So I do like to do sort of a little rounded bit in the centre. All right, now I'll get you back up again. All right, and I'm going to leave that for a couple of minutes while I put the camera back up on the table for the clouds to do their magic. While that's sitting there, I'll just give it a bit of a torch. My table still must be a bit crooked. I always get things running off that way, even though I did chalk up the other end. Okay, let's give this a torch. Popping bubbles. I do like it to sit for a minute or two, the paint, just so that the cells can start reacting, you know, the paint start reacting with each other and all of that. So let's hope this is going to be pretty. Just never know until you start tilting, hey? So we've popped a few bubbles there. Now I'm going to pour some of this extra white out, just on my corners. And then I'll spread that out. Hope I haven't got too much paint here. You kind of need to stretch your paint to get your clouds too, but you don't want to stretch it too much, you know, because then you start breaking your cells or your clouds. They're not really cells at all. They're clouds. You know, cells are rings within rings that you get from silicone oil. These are not cells. Just going to spread this out, so hopefully the paint will slide on the white rather than slide on top of itself. Oops, kicking the box under the table. This is all going to go over the edge anyway, so you don't have to be too pedantic with it. Just gives you something to do while you're waiting for those clouds to react. I'm just hoping that my mix isn't too thin, because I've got a lot of clouds there already, but that's what you want, isn't it? You want clouds. You know, you make your mix too thick and you get those beautiful fingerlings, you know, like Sarah Mac does. I have done some of those pours, but I don't want that with this. I want it to be more fluffy, more cloudy. So we'll go to one corner first and come back, and then we'll do each corner again and go over the edge, because the paint rubbing on itself with the other paint also helps to create the clouds. So back into the middle, off to the other corner, back into the middle, other corner, back again. Looks like I've got a flower in the center. Oops, there's something in there. I can see the, oh, where was it? I saw it there where it wasn't moving. I could see something in there, that thing that went plop when I was pouring it out. Now I don't know where it went. Where are you? I'll leave that there. I'll have to wait until I tilt it again. Keep your eyes open. It's in there somewhere. There it is. And it would have to be in the middle, wouldn't it? Would have to be right in the middle. That's all right. Get it out early before it does too much damage. Okay, my colours are quite blended. I might have made them a little bit too thin. All right, let's go over the edge now. And back. A bit too much paint, methinks, and a bit thin, methinks. Can't really see the metallics very well. All right, well, we're covered. And I'll give it another torch. And we'll see what happens. Not really that in love with it. I think my mix was a little bit on the thin side. To tell you the truth, let's just pop some bubbles here. So you can't really see the metallics at all. I wonder if it was a bit thin. Getting clouds happening for sure. I'm just going to put you on pause for a minute. I'm going to mix up some more white, and I think I'm going to pour over the top of it, because I've got quite that big cloudy centre, haven't I? I might do a ring pour with the next one, actually. Just one sec, don't go anywhere. Right, I've got my extra white that I made up. You know, sometimes when you pour from up high, and I did pour into a white puddle, it just churns everything so much. I'm going to do a ring pour this time and see if I can maybe keep my colours a little bit more bright. So let's see how that goes. Blue. White. Gold. Purple. I should probably put a little bit more of each colour in so that you can actually see the colour rather than it sort of vanishing. Make your layers a little bit thicker. It just helps with the colours not blending so much, really. No, I don't want to put gold on blue, do I? Because then we're going to get green. Put the gold next. And then some more purple. Some more white. Go with the pink. Actually, that's the last of my pink, so let's scrape that out. You still do get clouds with a ring pour, but it's more in a a ring shape. Okay, that's it. That's all I can fit in. Oh, I've still got paint left. I haven't got any of the berry left, but I've still got other paint left. Wow, this is a good thing. If you just make up a heap of paint, you can get a couple of pours out of it, hey? All right, I'm not going to take you back down. I'm just going to do this. Oh, look, there's a little eyeball in there. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Ring pour. Go the other way if you want to get some of the colours on the other side, you know, rather than just one big block of colour. You can go the other way and that'll just give you a different look. I want to try and get as much of that blue out as I can, because I don't want to get it all eaten up by the white. I can catch the drips. Oh, spilt. All right, so if that happens to you, just get your little skewer and go through it like that. Just kind of disguise it. If I've got a little blob of blue for the center, like so, probably vanish anyway. Okay, right, so that's looking pretty. See, it's gone off the side again. Move. Righto, I probably don't need, no, see, I don't need to put any white on the edges because I've already got paint on there. So we'll save that white. I'll give it a torch. You can already see that the colours are brighter because I was closer down to the surface. So they didn't all go in and kind of churn and mix. So depends what you like, you know. There's no right or wrong, just whatever you like. I guess I like this kind of look more. Let's pop some bubbles. And again, we'll wait, give it a minute for the clouds mixture to mix with the gold and hopefully give us a nice little reaction. It's probably too much paint on there. See, it's already touching the sides, although it is moving faster because I've got this other paint underneath, but maybe I should have used my smaller cup. I always, oh, you see, that's my major thing. I always put too much paint on when I do these things. Look, that's the one I used. That's probably the one I should have used. Next time. If this doesn't work, this one, I've still got paint. I'll probably just need to, I need to make up some more berry and some more white. And then I can go again. But let's see what happens when we stretch this. It's not going to be a traditional cloud, I guess, because of the rings. But I don't know. I do like the rings. Okay, same as before. Off to one corner. See, the gold's showing up much more this time because it wasn't churned. Back to the middle. Back to the middle. Oh, I've got a lot of white in there, haven't I? Okay, so now we can go off the corners, however much you want to go off. Back to the middle. Change direction. Back to the middle. Change direction. I just like to keep it all flowing and moving. Back to the middle. Oh, it's looking pretty. Off to the other corner. I keep a little bit of that. So we'll see what this looks like. Put it down for a minute. So that's looking much nicer, isn't it? It's just got more character. It's got more formation. Now I'm going to torch. We will still get some more clouds up over the next few minutes. So I'm just going to torch it again, pop in some bubbles. And then I'll put you on pause and we'll come back in a few minutes and see if it's changed, okay? See if anything's happened. It's a very pastel-y, pinky sort of a pour. I guess I would have liked a little bit more blue in there, but hey, 'tis what it is. Maybe not use the bronze next time. Maybe I can get rid of the bronze because I don't think it's bringing a lot to the party. Yeah, it's kind of giving them more. See, I've got the purple, the berry, and then the bronze, and they're all kind of throwing a bit of a pink hue. So I've still got paint left. While this is sitting, I'll just prep a small canvas and I'll be right back. Righto, it's been a few minutes. Has much changed? Take it down for a close-up. I'm still mixing paint, so I'll do another video with the leftover paints. And I'll run out of phthalo blue, so I need to change up my colours. So I'm going to do another one. Not put so much white in it because the white's really, you know, pale down. Shoo, did you see that? It's another fly. The white's really made everything go quite pastel-y, which it does. But look at the clouds. We've got some lovely clouds. I'll have to go and swat that fly. So because I did the ring pour, we've obviously got rings with clouds. Whether or not you like that, I don't know. The next one, I'm going to just do a dirty pour and pour from up high, but not quite so high, just so it doesn't mix as much, okay? And we'll see how we go with that one. So there it is. Cloud pour using satin enamel and milk paint. All right, I'll see you soon for the next one. Thanks for watching, you guys. Stay safe. Bye for now.